G'day legends, and just when you thought the welterweight division couldn't get any better with all the exciting young fighters that we have in it, Colby Covington and Belal Muhammad are the gifts that just keep on giving. Not only is it the most exciting division to watch with the fights, but it has got some of the best characters in it as well. Because Colby and Belal both did some interviews yesterday, and what we got from both of them was cope and delusion. Cope and delusion, a MMA YouTuber's two favorite things. From Belal Muhammad, it's very bloody concerning because it means he hasn't gone back and watched the fight correctly. And if he hasn't gone back and watched the fight correctly, his team hasn't corrected him on what they've said. His team hasn't corrected him on what he did wrong in that fight. So let's get into it. Let's have a look at Belal Muhammad first, and then we'll look into Colby Covington. Because at this point, I'm wondering if Colby Covington just says things to get some sort of reaction out of people. He can't be bloody serious. Right, I'll go all the way back here so we can fit Belal's bloody big head into the screen. It's on this side, Dougie. And let's have a listen to what he has to say. Let's go.
The JDM fight, it was close. To me, I thought I still won that fight. I could go back and rewatch it a million times. And no matter what it was, I still see myself winning. And like I said, it just...
Should we let him finish? The JDM fight, it was close. Listen, I know that I suck at scoring fights, and when I first watched that fight live, I kind of had it a lot closer than I thought it was, but that's because when I'm watching a fight live, I like to give the other guy a lot of points, so I'm not disappointed when I hand in my scorecard or when the judges give us their scorecard. But when I actually went back and sat down and watched it with a calm eye, I gave it 4-1 to JDM. Let's let him finish and hear what he has to say.
levels you up. Every camp I have is going to level me up. That fight's going to level me up. And at the end of the day, the goal is to be like the best fighter to ever do it, a complete fighter to ever do it. So I think the next time you guys see me in the cage, they're going to be real surprised from what I...
Okay, alright, it's just I'm going to get better. Yeah, look, this is the problem, right? If he's looking at the JDM fight, like I said at the top, if he's looking at the JDM fight and he thinks that he won that fight, I don't know how he's going to use that to level up and level up and level up. Like, you've got to be honest with yourself that you are losing fights for a particular reason. That is how you are going to be able to level up. Like, I hate to be the guy here to do this. I did it during the Usyk fight, but I'll do it for this fight as well because I do think it's relevant, right? Let's bring up the stats, Belal, and see just how close that fight really was. Right, UFC 315, Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. Shall we take it round by round? Jack Della Maddalena's here in the blue. Belal Muhammad's here in the red. The blue line is clearly ahead of the red line when it comes to significant strikes, damage landing strikes, significant strikes. Round 2, again, the blue line is clearly ahead of the red line. Round 3, much closer, but the blue line still edges it ahead. Round 4, this is the round that I think a lot of people could give to Belal Muhammad and the one that I ended up giving to Belal Muhammad upon rewatch. Neck and neck, yet still the blue line is just slightly ahead. And then round 5, the blue line absolutely runs away with it. And even if it wasn't just about the striking, you know, and it comes down to the takedowns and the grappling, I mean, Belal Muhammad, when it comes to takedowns, right up here at the top, Belal Muhammad takedowns, 3 out of 9. That means Jack Della Maddalena stuffed 6 of your takedowns, Belal Muhammad. You only landed 3. And with those 3 takedowns that you did land out of 25 minutes of the fight, you got down 2 ground and pound strikes and less than 3.5 minutes of control time. So where, Belal, do you see yourself winning the fight when you watch it with an objective eye? In clearly at least 3 of the rounds, I think 4 of the rounds, but clearly in at least 3 of the rounds, JDM clearly outstruck you. Round 1, round 2, and round 5. JDM was ripping to the body, landing the overheads as the stats pretty clearly show. As well as round 3, I think JDM won that upon rewatch. And you didn't win it on the ground and pound because there wasn't any ground and pound. There wasn't really any control time. You couldn't control JDM anywhere. He learnt to just get up, bro, because he's built different. I'm not going to keep gloating on the win. That's mean. I'm not going to keep gloating on the win. But the idea that Belal Muhammad thinks that he ran away with the fight is... I think it's bloody delusional, man. I think he is living in a world of delusion. And Belal Muhammad should be doing everything that he can to push the UFC to get the Kamaru Usman fight. I mean, it's damage-based. I mean, at the end of the fight, yeah, JDM's face was a bit busted up, but Belal's face had literally exploded. Remember the cut lip? That was all over his face. Like, Belal Muhammad's face was destroyed during that fight. Belal Muhammad's guts were rearranged, you know? No did he, but they were. So, Belal Muhammad's still sitting back and thinking that if he watches that fight a million times, no matter how many times he watches it, he still wins. Watch out, bro. Watch out, because Leon Edwards had the same mindset going into his next fight, and Sean Brady reduced him to absolutely 0 strikes in the second round. So I don't know if that's going to serve Belal Muhammad going well. Now, that is cope, or is it delusion? I don't know. I think it's a bit of cope and delusion. But let's move on to the second genius of the welterweight division, and that is everyone's favorite streamer, Colby Covington. Since he's not a fighter anymore, he's just a streamer. Believe it or not, Colby Covington's gone ahead and he's called out Paddy Pimblett. He wants, I want legends only, but I gotta fight Paddy Pimblett. Check it out. Check it out.
Are you done in the UFC? No, I'm not done in the UFC. I still have some unfinished business.
What, hang on a second. What is this podcast? Have you guys seen this podcast before? What is this podcast? Is it shot in like the leftovers of the Gaza Strip? Like, why is this guy looking like he's about to go to a shopping center in Melbourne? What is going on here? Why is this? I mean, I know I've just got a fake wall in the background, but I mean, they've literally just chucked together a bunch of camping tables and thrown up some white paper. I mean, this looks like a deleted... This looks like the videos I used to watch at high school before the internet was way less censored than it is now. Like, this is giving me flashbacks to high school. What, Colby, wave your hands if you were put in this room against your will. Let's have a listen. So, the interrogation officer behind the initiator, the interrogation officer is asking Colby Covington questions, and the bloke that, if Colby doesn't answer right, this bloke is going to jump up with a Melbourne shopping utensil and remove Colby Covington from the situation by force.
Are you done in the UFC? No, I'm not done in the UFC. I still have some unfinished business, but I want big fights, you know? High level, first ballot Hall of Famer type fights, legacy fights, you know? High level, first ballot Hall of Fame legacy fights. Nothing but the best of the best for 0-3 Colby. Wait, no. He lost to Usman. He beat Masvidal. He lost to Leon. He lost to Buckley. 1-4? 1-4 Colby Covington. He wants to go out like Dustin Poirier, mate. Only legacy. Nothing but the best of the best for Colby Covington. I have some unfinished business, but I want big fights, you know? High level, first ballot Hall of Famer type fights, legacy fights. So if they're not able to do that, you know, then I will transfer over.
Against who would you want to fight next?
I mean, I think the Paddy Pimblett fight.
What did he say? Did he say transfer over? Oh, is he doing that thing where he talks about he wants to go to the WWE again? Did you hear that? He goes, I want to transfer over.
Famer type fights, legacy fights. So if they're not able to do that, you know, then I will transfer over.
Against who would you want to fight next?
I mean, I think the Paddy Pimblett fight's interesting. You know, he's got a little bit of name right now, but only because he's got, you know, an English accent and a bull cut. Otherwise, the guy's just...
You want to fight him because he's smaller. It's an easy fight?
No, he's actually big.
Dude, I don't know who the interrogator is, but he asked the absolute correct question. Like, so Colby, you only want to fight him because he's like a lightweight? Like when you were calling out Dustin Poirier forever because he was a lightweight, or like how you called out Michael Chandler because he's a lightweight. I don't think Colby Covington has successfully called out a welterweight in his division since he lost to Kamaru. I don't think he's called out he called out Ian Gary, but only if there were stipulations. Yeah, remember that one? Which of course, Ian Gary was never going to send a video of his wife begging you to fight him, Colby. That was never going to happen. In fact, Colby Covington is so embarrassing with his call. Is this worse? Put it down there in the comments. Is this worse than when he called out, who remembers this? Because Petridge Farm remembers this. Who remembers when Colby Covington called out... Where's me... Oh, hang on a second. Here it is. Who remembers when Colby Covington called out... Oh my God, I'm so unprepared. Third time's the charm, chat. Who remembers when Colby Covington called out Nick and Nate Diaz to be his next fight in the UFC? He called out Nick Diaz. I remember this. I made a short about it. It was last year. He made Nick Diaz in 2024 as a call out. I need to know down there in the chat. I'm just going to tally it up. I wish you could do polls in video format. I might have to poll this one later in the live stream, but I want to know down there, what is more embarrassing? Yeah, being a welterweight, calling out Paddy Pimblett after trying to call out Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler, like not calling out any welterweights at all. Being a wrestling welterweight trying to call out Paddy Pimblett, or calling out Nick Diaz in 2024. Let me know down there in the comments. And you know the messed up thing, right? Like now this has just come into my head. Colby Covington looked so ass against Leon Edwards and against Brady. And Paddy Pimblett looked so big against Michael Chandler. Didn't he look like a giant? Like he looked like he had the exact same frame and length and body of Jorge Masvidal. I think in big 2025, if they went into a cage together at 170, I think I'm picking Paddy Pimblett, because Paddy Pimblett doesn't mind rolling on the ground. Paddy Pimblett's got a decent ground game. He can roll with Gordon Levitt and get the sub in there. Like I could see Colby Covington shitting bricks in Paddy Pimblett once he realizes that Paddy Pimblett can actually land the strikes on him. Paddy Pimblett doesn't mind if the fight goes to the ground. He can start throwing up subs, and all of a sudden Colby Covington is a step behind in every direction he's looking. I think Colby would lose to Paddy Pimblett at this point. The guy is a goddamn joke. A joke. And it shocks me, and I know this because I have got a reel on my channel right now, a short on my channel right now, that laughs at Colby Covington because he can't go around the apex without looking around the corner to see if he's going to get into a fight or not. And there's still people to this day defending Colby Covington in that comment section. Colby Covington must have a fan base because the dude has a live stream channel over on Kick where he just gambles all day and people actually hang out and chat to him. I don't understand who is a UFC fan, who is an MMA fan, and a Colby Covington fan at the same time in 2025. Why? Literally, what is it about Colby Covington that you are a fan of? If you're on his Kick stream and you're watching Colby Covington gambling and you're a fan of Colby Covington gambling, fair enough. Totally fair enough. Totally fair enough. Like, you're a gambler, Colby's a gambler, you like enjoying the streams and watching him gamble, I get it. But if you are a UFC fan in 2025 and you are a Colby Covington fan, how? He called out Nick Diaz, dude. How are you a Colby Covington fan? Insanity. Insanity. What a delusional spud of a bloke. A spud, mate. Or a mushroom, as Paddy Pimblett would say. Anyway, that's it. That's delusion meets insanity, or whatever you want to call it. Colby Covington and Belal Muhammad lit up Twitter. Thank you for that, boys. Absolutely beautiful. Let me know what you think about it down there in the comments. What's a worse call out, Nick Diaz or Paddy Pimblett in 2024? I would say probably Nick Diaz. If I was commenting, I'd comment Nick Diaz. If this is your first time here, g'day and welcome. My name's Dougie. I make an MMA video every single day of the week, and I try and go live at least 3 times a week. We do all sorts of fun stuff on the live streams, like fighter matrices, where we score each fighter out of on their attributes out of 10 and then add it up. It's a bloody good time. People love it. Leave a like if you can't be bothered commenting, and if you're one of the paying members of the channel, I love you so very much, and your names are up on the next slide as well. If you're just one of the riders, one of the guys that's always commenting, one of the guys that's in every single stream, if you're one of the riders on the channel, your names are up on the next slide. And until then, I will see you all. Goodbye. Have a great day, and until the next video, I'll see you then. So goodbye. Good night. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.